I'm gonna put the video in now.
You're ready to record?
Yeah. Just make sure. Okay. Hey, Brittany, sorry about that. Come on in.
Well, obviously.
I'm
Hey, hi, Pepper, hi.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming. We appreciate that very much.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Join after Georgia. Great. Yeah, this is kind of a good timing because it's nice, kind of relaxing time because Reading Week's coming up. Do you have any plans for Reading Week at all? Or?
Going home.
Nice. Where's home?
Castor.
Where's Castor?
Do you know where Stellar is?
No.
Red Deer?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm an hour and 45 minutes east of Red Deer.
Oh, right. That's cool. Is it a big town, small town?
No,
Like-
it's really small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a farming community then, or?
Yeah.
Is that your background? Like, do you come from a... Yeah. Cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I always wish I did. Like, I really wish I was grew up on a farm. I think that'd be so fun.
It
So,
was. It
yeah.
was.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, like, for you, Brittany, like, what are some things that you like to do? Like, what do you like to do on your like weekends? Like, do you have any hobbies or interests? Like,
I really like to surround myself with people. Like I'm a big people person, so hanging out with friends and doing activities with them. So
yeah.
I like solving problems. So the Great Escape and the LA Escape or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
I really like going to those as well.
Yeah, they're super fun.
Yeah,
I'm
just
with you.
expensive.
They are very expensive,
Yeah.
especially for students. I totally
Yes,
get it.
exactly.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, well, that's really cool. That's really awesome to use those kind of things. So again, we're very grateful that you came today. Like, really, we're excited that you seem like a wonderful person, and you seem like an honest person.
Yeah.
And so we just want you to know that through the course of this interview, we expect honesty, and it seems like you're already there. So we're so grateful for that. So all of the answers that you give as honest as possible, and to the best of your ability to answer the questions. And kind of how it's going to go, it's very simple. Like, we're going to ask some questions. They're not going to be too scary, I'm sure. It'll be totally fine. But we might be taking notes, and that's just so that we can remember kind of the answers that you've given, so we make the best choice possible.
Yeah, that's great.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
Great. Okay, so we'll just get right into the questions then. The first question I have for you, Brittany, is working as an LPN requires a lot of human interaction. So tell us what it is about yourself that would make you a good fit for that position.
As I said before, I'm a big people person and I like to surround myself with people, so working with people will make it beneficial for working in this job because I'm surrounding myself with people and working and helping with people.
Okay, can you tell me about a time when you had to go above and beyond the call of duty in order to get a job done?
I don't know. There was this one time working on the farm. Everybody had set it up and the whole corral system collapsed. And I had to go in and fix it all, and we had to bring in the welding truck and weld all the corrals.
Wow.
That's something that I would say that it was a big deal. I'm not, I don't want to say I'm not one to go above, but I'm I've never been in a higher position, so I've never had that opportunity to extend myself to go.
Okay.
Okay, but do you see yourself being able to do that? Like, if
Yeah.
it came to it?
Yeah, I've just never, I think I've never been in that position to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I understand that for sure. Thank you.
Okay, Brittany, if you could describe a time when you were faced with a stressful situation and how you may have overcame that.
There was this one time that I work in a clothing store, and this lady came in, and I work in an older females clothing store, so I'm young, and they don't like dealing with me because they think I don't know what to do, and they were just really complicating to work for and help them out because they didn't want to take my advice and help them, and they
So how did you overcome that?
just talked to them, showed them, brought them out outfits, and been I I know this is your style, like this is my choice, and just like showed them that I did have the knowledge to help them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And my question for you is, in what areas of your present job has good verbal communication been most important?
I think when you have a problem with somebody, I always take it to the manager. And if there was something that went on, like having that verbal communication and having that relationship with your employer, it's really important, because like if you didn't have it, you wouldn't be able to express like how you felt, or if a situation went on, you wouldn't be able to express how to handle it or how you dealt with it.
And do you have an example of that, as like, or a work example maybe?
My assistant manager yelled at me when I was not on shift, and I took it to my manager saying like that wasn't, like I wasn't even working, like it was rude of her to do that, and just like expressed how I felt. And like I didn't want to get her in trouble. I was just saying like I was hurt because she did this, like I wasn't even working, and she felt the need to yell at me.
Alright. And then, can you describe a time where you have experienced conflict at work with a coworker or customer, and how you dealt with the situation?
Like I said in my previous examples, like with the complicating customer, like I just like handled it how like any sales associate would, just like show them that you do know what you're doing and the knowledge you do have to back yourself up, and to show them that like you're willing to try and help them. And then again with my assistant manager, just like handled it. And then after I told my manager, I went to her and I was like, I just felt really uncomfortable that you did that when I wasn't even working.
And do you know how you would do it differently next time? Or
Ask for advice. Like when I had that problem with the customer, I would have went to like the higher, like the key holder or the manager, and been like, how do you want me to handle it? Instead of like taking it on myself, just like asked how I should have handled it. And always go and like ask if that was the right thing to do and how I dealt with it.
And what skills can you take from your past experience or volunteer experience that will allow you to excel here?
I'm like task management. If you set a task, I always push to get it done. And it's a big thing, like if they expect me to do that, I always want to do it. That sounded really bad. Sorry, I worded that wrong, guys. But yeah.
So you kind of like a checklist?
Yeah.
And you're very good at getting those things done.
Yeah.
That's good. That's really good. That's especially something we're looking for in our job, because it's extremely important that people, like we've mentioned, all our past candidates, procedures are extremely important. Like following through and making sure things are done and kind of checked off a checklist is basically a lot of things that you'll be doing. So
and like time management is a big thing for me too, because when you have a checklist, you know what has to be done, and then you get a certain time to do it, and you gotta get it done in that time. So when you manage your time properly, it helps to get everything done.
do you have examples of that? Like a real life example of when that became important to you, or when you needed to use good time management?
I usually work floor set, which means like you take everything down on the store and then you reset it up. And that's usually like a 4-hour shift. And if you don't manage your time properly, you're not gonna get the whole store done, because you have like so many things that need to get done. You can't like, I don't know what word to say, you can't like procrastinate and like just like slack around. You gotta like put your head into it and get it all done.
Well, thank you. Those are great answers.
Yeah.
So, kind of some of the last questions I have here is, if we were to say call your previous employer today, what would they say is your greatest weakness?
Not asking for advice after, I think, because I'm one to like, I want to handle it myself, and like I don't want to bother them because they have more like problems than me coming to them about my problems. So just like going and asking like if this was correct.
And how are you at taking advice? Like,
I'm really good at criticism. Like I want to say, like, I strive from it. If I get like negative feedback and like they say, this is what you need to work on, like you're doing this really good, but like these are the things you have to focus on. I really take that in and be like, okay, they're noticing that this is what's going on, so I have to really work to get it done properly and like fix what I'm doing wrong.
Awesome. All right. So, like, what about yourself do you want us to know that you haven't already shared?
Like I take my job seriously, but I like to have a fun environment. Like I'm one to make the job worth willing to come to. Because you never want somebody to come to work and dread working with you, so you want everybody to have a good time when you work with them. So that's one thing that I like strive for. Sorry, I'm saying like a lot.
No, it's okay.
You're doing great, it's no problem. I do it too, so it's no big deal. Awesome. That's great. Okay, and then I guess the last question we have is, like, do you have any questions for us?
Is paid education, like, do you guys pay for education? So like when you work as an LPN, you have to go and like get your certifications like renewed every year. Do you guys pay for that?
Great question. We do.
Okay.
So that is something that we cover for those who come under us. The registrations, as you know, like you said, you do pay for every year, and so like we help and make sure that all of our LPNs can keep up with that and do that as well. Were you also referring to further education or just
Well, no,
the certification?
just like renewing my education if it was like if you guys paid for it.
Okay, that makes sense. So just for the certification, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, then yeah, that definitely is something that we do.
Okay. And for the uniform or like scrubs, do you guys provide them? And if not, is there like a certain color that's needed to wear? Like what's the dress code?
Yeah, we provide uniforms, and there's a dress code just like normal nurse attire.
Yeah.
And is it just in like hospital facilities, or is it like in home that I'm traveling to a client's house?
We have like a certain like separate residence center. I would say it's not in like a hospital. There could be a chance that you might be going to the individual's residence, but it's more like it's in his home.
And is not a vehicle provided for me to travel to those clients' houses, or is mileage paid for?
You won't have to. Like anything that's everything will be done covered by us if you ever have to go off the job site. But the likelihood is your job description kind of focuses on the facilities we have provided, so you won't have to worry about that at all. But we would cover any costs if there was any. So yeah, good question.
That's all my questions.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time. We're so
Thank
grateful
you.
you came in and took the opportunity to meet with us. Seriously, we're very grateful to have you here. Just so you kind of know what's going to happen from now on is like, so in a week's time, we'll be contacting all of our applicants and letting you know like if you got the job or not. We'll also, if you would like, we'll be providing feedback on the interview as well. So we'll be doing that as a side thing as well. So just so you don't have to be waiting by your phone and be like, oh my gosh, like you're gonna call me, like you have to wait all the time.
Yeah.
We'll take care of that for sure.
Okay.
I can guarantee that. So yeah, that's how it's gonna go. What is the best way to contact you though?
Either or, like phone, email, I'm good.
Okay, so I have a phone number on here, like from your application. Is that the best one to get a hold of you at? Okay, then we'll do that and we'll let you know from that number and we'll call you from there. Okay, well thank you so much,
Thank
Brittany.
you, guys.
Thanks for your time. We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming in.
sure.
Thanks, Brittany.
Thanks.